Welcome back. Since we're still in Hollywood, we had Melodie Tao drop by Kollaboration, a wonderful grassroots organization with chapters nationwide that has paved the way for many aspiring Asian American artists and actors through their live events, leadership development, and partnership programs.
I have Minji Chang, who is the Global Executive Director of Kollaboration. That's Kollaboration with a K, and she's here to tell us more about it. Thank you so much for joining us, Minji.
Thank you for having me.
So Kollaboration, the name is with a K. Tell us more about the name and how it's significant to your organization.
Yeah, so Kollaboration actually started in 2000, and it started as a Korean American showcase.
Okay, so that's where the K comes from?
Right, and that's where the K comes from. And actually, Paul Kim, PK, he's actually a stand-up comedian. He was kind of tired at that point of not seeing very many opportunities for Asian Americans, particularly as being Korean American, seeing very stereotypical representation, and just wanted to change that. And so he kind of took matters into his own hands and made this talent showcase just one night at USC at the Bovard Auditorium, and I think about 200 people came out.
Oh wow.
And it was one show, and then suddenly from there it kind of just grew and inspired other people to
Now what types of artists are at the talent showcase and are in your organization? Is it just dancers and singers and all sorts of artists?
It's actually been very multi-talent focused. In the beginning it was rappers, singers, dancers, comics, DJs. They had a really wide variety, and we featured all sorts of live performances, and also had actors and directors and all like community members be part of the show by being judges or being special guests. So I would say multi-talent, but now more so it's music focused,
Okay.
music, dance, and still comedy and poetry, things like that. Very performance based, but it's changed. It's changed a lot.
I've heard that you've had some famous artists come through Kollaboration. Are there any alumni that have been part of your organization that you guys are proud of?
Definitely.
That are now on the big screens?
Yeah, I think that's what's one of my favorite things why I actually joined Kollaboration, was that I had seen the development of some artists, like Randall Park, for example, was part
Oh
of
wow,
Kollaboration.
everyone knows him.
Yeah, and he's done amazing things, and in the last 20 years he's just grown so much, doing comedy and acting. But he was in music in the past, and then Stephen Yoon from The Walking Dead was part of Kollaboration Chicago back in the day, and so it's really cool to see how Kollaboration was part of the earlier stages of a lot of artists' journey, and that's what I actually really love, to be that stepping stone.
It sounds like the support plays a major role in these artists kind of thriving and growing in your organization.
Definitely, definitely. And it's a really tough industry. Everybody knows that. That's not just for Asians, that's for anyone. It's very competitive, and it can be very draining and challenging to deal with rejection and to be creative and vulnerable, and so we really that's why Kollaboration as a word, it does represent what our goal is, to always be inclusive of people,
working
and
together,
right, and support one another, because sometimes you don't always find that, because people are
well, especially because of all the rejection and the challenges, people are stressed out. It sounds like you as a community help people get through that and work together.
Hopefully, I would hope so. Yeah, I mean, you can't change the industry, but you can kind of change how people feel about it, or feeling like they have confidence or resources or something to kind of push through that. So that's the goal. We're doing a lot more digital content, so we're doing podcasts, which is it's been really eye-opening for me, because I was not into podcasts, but now we're 60 episodes in, and we sit down with different guests each week.
And how often are your podcasts?
Weekly.
Okay, so weekly podcasts people can check out?
Yeah, and so that's on our website at kollaboration.org, and it's also on iTunes, it's on Clamor, it's on Stitcher. I'm learning all these
all over the place.
It's all over the place, which is exciting. And we also do our Green Room series, which is like a mini concert, so we're always just trying to showcase a lot of the different artists that we know. And then we have our Coffee Break series, which is just interviews, sitting down, chatting with different
kind of like you and I talking with the artists.
Exactly, yeah, I love doing that.
Well, thank you so much, Minji, for joining us and telling us all about Kollaboration and how artists can get involved. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This is Melodie Tao with Asian Voices signing off. I will see you next time.